Interesting young lady. She volunteers for Hope Worldwide, an organization that seeks to help those living in undesirable conditions locally. Member of the National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. She participates in the Senior Internship Program and also interns at the African American Museum of Nassau County, where she also teaches Saturday art classes. Having lived in South Africa and traveled throughout the continent of Africa and Europe, Jennifer has a very interesting global citizen's perspective and has a very deep interest in environmental studies and sustainability, diplomacy, cultural studies, curatorial studies, art direction, and design. Jennifer couldn't be here tonight, but nonetheless we want to celebrate her in her accomplishments as being recognized by the Art Supervisors Association and having her art portfolio being recognized by Scholastic Silver Key, which is one of the excellence in the field of art. Catherine Sweeney, senior soprano, headed to Princeton, where she will be deciding on her major. I misspoke with Catherine earlier today, and I asked her something about going to Yale next year. She immediately corrected me. I didn't realize how quickly the rivalries began. Apparently, they're on the go. The Long Island Arts Alliance Scholar Artist Awards Program recognizes students judged to be the best of the best on Long Island in both academics and in the arts. Students must represent the highest level of artistic excellence and superior academic achievement with an unweighted grade point average of 90 or above. You also have to be acknowledged by your teachers and administrators to be nominated. And students must submit a performance recording or portfolio of their work and an essay. And final selections are made by a panel of artists and art educators, all of which are very distinguished educators. And we thought, the school thought last year, that she was a fit for this, and obviously the panel did, and she was recognized in New York Newsday. There was a ceremony for her, and we're very happy that she represents us as an Art Alliance Scholar Artist. Next, we're going to talk about our All-State students. It was fun putting this together because I got to see a really strong profile of what an All-State student looks like. If you're a layman and you hear the term All-State, and it sort of washes over you like something that happens every year, you should see that these students are pretty remarkable. They're part of a unique group of individuals. I'll call you up one by one and just come and join me. We'll start with Barack Isaac. Please come up. Barack is a senior alto saxophone player headed to Northeastern, where he's going to study computer science. He's honored tonight for his participation in the All-State Wind Ensemble. Barack is a member of the Wind Symphony here in Baldwin. He's a member of the Baldwin High School Jazz Ensemble, Pep Band, been a member of the Pip Orchestra, and has participated in a number of local performances throughout the community as part of the Jazz Combo, which he leads. He also plays piano pretty well as well. Barack leans more towards jazz, although he can play anything, and is also a member of the National Honor Society as well as the Triad Honor Society. We're very proud of Barack. Sharaj is also currently in the Wind Ensemble and is a member of the Baldwin Jazz Ensemble, who also played in the Pep Band and represented Baldwin at All-State in the Symphony Band. Throughout his career at the high school, he has played football, basketball, lacrosse, And he's also a member of the National Honor Society as well as the Tri-M Music Honor Society. He's also a part of the Baldwin Civic Organization, where he works on local projects, beautifying the community gardens. And he's looking forward, he's a junior currently, but he's looking forward to majoring in civil engineering in the future. And we're very proud of Shiraz. Shouldn't let Catherine sit down. Catherine, please go back up. Let's speak a little bit about her musical career. You've heard a lot about her already, but we'll go a little bit in depth musically. She's a section leader and vice president in the concert choir. She is also an active member in the acapella, Sweet Adelines, and Soul Definition student groups. These groups are very active throughout the community. And we just learned that she is a scholar artist. She's the vice president of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, and she's also in the National Honor Society as well. Outside of school, Catherine is a member of the Metropolitan Youth Orchestra Chamber Choir, where she performed in Carnegie, which she will be performing at Carnegie Hall this Sunday. Last year, she was Metropolitan Youth Orchestra Concerto Competition winner, singing Salcio Lacrimi by Mozart. And Catherine participates in the Opera America Opera Team program and also volunteers in the St. Agnes Cathedral Choir. Philip Orselli. He's currently in the Wind Symphony Honors Ensemble. Philip has been an all-county performer throughout his high school career. He is a section leader in the Wind Symphony Band. Philip has been in the Pitt Orchestra as well as the Pep Band and the Jazz Band. And is a member of the Tri-M Honor Society. Philip also participates in a student-led ensemble, the Brass Quintet, and outside of Baldwin, Philip is the principal trombone player in the Long Island Youth Orchestra. I'd like to invite Philip. Next one. Michaela Barnett. In the leadership position of secretary, she is described as someone who takes initiative. I've witnessed it several times. And she assists with altos and tenors in her sessions. Very versatile that way. Michaela is also a top student in AP Music Theory and a member of the Tri-M Honor Society. She has also been in all county choirs in previous years, and she is the president and director of Soul Definition, vice president of acapella, and a member of show choir and Sweet Adelines. She has also had roles in several high school theatrical productions. Outside of Baldwin, she is a developing vocal arranger, winning Best Arrangement at the Sing Strong Festival earlier this year. She is also a member of the Metropolitan Youth Orchestra Chamber Choir, where she has performed many solos. Congratulations. Dalen Jordan. Dalen was chosen as part of the mixed chorus for All-State. She was also chosen as an alternate in All-State Vocal Jazz. But clearly she could only be in one place at a time. So she is currently a member of the concert choir and assists students in our feeder group, the vocal ensemble. She's very helpful to the Simco in that area, helping students develop. Dalen has had leadership roles in Baldwin Productions, lead roles in Baldwin Productions going all the way back to her time as a middle school student. She's a theatrical individual. She is a member of the Tri-M Honor Society and National Honor Society, and she has been an all-county performer in prior school years. She's active in student-led ensembles and is director of vocal jazz, member of Sweet Adelines, vice president of show choir, and participates in academics and has been published as a writer with the Golden Wave. Dalen leads an active musical life outside of school as well. She participates in the To the Stage program as a performer and as an assistant director. She also teaches music theory to elementary students, and she is a lead singer in a local band named Real Theater. And she sharpens her theatrical and acting skills in a program at NYU called Future Artist Program. And we honor you tonight. This time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Ed Ramirez.
Good evening. First, let me congratulate the parents and the students that were acknowledged up here for all their academic success and their artistic talents. Before we acknowledge the athletes here tonight, we want to thank a lot of the people that are involved in their success. It starts obviously with the parents. Thank you to the parents for making it possible and putting them in our hands. I want to thank the Board of Education, Dr. Candy, District Administration, Ms. Miller's High School Administration for their support, because programs like these, success like this, does not happen without support from every avenue, and it doesn't happen without the support from the people in important positions, so thank you. And obviously I want to thank the coaches, because they give a lot of their time from being home, being with their families, to work with these young adults and in the best interest for them, athletically, and hopefully to open up doors academically for them as well. And it was interesting to see that 5 of the top 10 are athletes, so that definitely puts things in perspective of what a good job the coaches are doing. So thank you to all of you. Our first coach will be Mr. Mike Hoover, field hockey coach.
Mr. Ramirez. Nadia Elcott, please come forward. She usually moves faster than A successful varsity athletic career is not always defined by statistics. To be sure, Nadia can validate every award she has ever received, which includes being all-conference her freshman and sophomore seasons, and all-county as a junior this past year. She's been a 3-year starting midfielder for us, and has been selected as co-captain of next season's team. To describe how Nadia plays, I would have to say she is a player who can ignite her teammates with her speed and offensive ability. And if you add her composed mindset and competitive spirit, it makes her a ferocious threat on the field for us. Thankfully, the best thing about Nadia is that I get to coach her one more season next year. Congratulations. Danielle Speck, come forward. Daniela did everything in her power to make this past season a special one. She has spent hours and hours pushing herself to be better. This includes playing year-round on future select teams and Strong Island Field Hockey Club. She's a girl who is totally committed to her sport. Daniela is a 3-year starter for us. She was a starting forward as an 8th grader, all-conference as a freshman, and all-county in her sophomore year. She too has been selected as co-captain of next year's team. As coaches, we know that our team has a very special individual here. Whether she's defending a rival attacker in the circle or air dribbling through a defender, Daniela has a great combination of skill, tenacity, and leadership. And once again, the best thing about Daniela is I get to coach her again.
Our next coach is varsity football coach, Mr. Steve Carroll.
Will Miguel, Mackenzie, and Jonathan B. come on up, please? Okay, I'd like to talk about Miguel Mackenzie first. Good thing, he started off his high school career at Holy Trinity High School. Fortunate for us, he transferred back here. I'm going to say he started 2 years for us as a varsity football player. He probably would have been a 3-year starter. But Miguel was a 2-year starter for our varsity football team. He was the team captain. As you can see, he was an offensive and defensive lineman. And any of our big running plays that we did this year, our defensive plays, we ran always behind Miguel Mackenzie. Because of this, he earned all conference and all county honors. Miguel also played in the Nassau County Exceptional Senior Game, and he will be going. I want to also add he throws the shot put for the high school track team, and he set a personal best record of over 50 feet with a 12-pound shot put, which is an amazing throw. Miguel will be attending Florida Atlantic next year, and he's going to be a football preferred walk-on. So Miguel Mackenzie. Jonathan B. is also a 2-year starter. He's a running back and linebacker. In the past 2 years, he scored 18 touchdowns for us. As a linebacker, when Miguel didn't miss often, but when he did, Jonathan cleaned up. And he made our defense and offense very successful. Again, because of that, he was also an all-conference player and an all-county player. Jonathan also is a member of the Baldwin wrestling team, and he was a conference finalist. The good thing about, as Coach Hu would say, Jonathan Beek will be back next year because he's a junior. Jonathan had 4 or 5 college visits this week. When I say visits, the college football coaches have come here. Rutgers University, University of Connecticut, United States Naval Academy, and Harvard University.
Unfortunately, our next coach could not be here today, so I did ask him to send me some comments on this next young lady, volleyball, and we will be talking about Allie Ahern. Allie, you joining me up here? I asked Coach Sepulveda to give me some words that would best describe Allie. He gave me 5 comments. He said, a leader on and off the court, tremendous hard worker, great teammate, and most importantly, a great person. She is a member of Athletes Helping Athletes and a 4-year varsity volleyball player. In her off seasons, she also plays volleyball. 5 years as a member of the Sport Time Volleyball Club, 3 of those years playing on the national level as a national qualifier. In her junior year, she was all-conference and all-tournament. This year, she led the team to the Nassau County semifinals and was all-county. Allie will be attending LIU Post on a volleyball scholarship and an art scholarship. So we look forward to her. Our next coach is our boys varsity soccer coach, Mr. Mike Palumbo.
Good evening, everyone. If I could please ask Carlos Padilla to come on down. Carlos has been a 3-year varsity starter as one of our center backs, a center defensive position. He has started and played every game over the last 3 years for us. Going back to his sophomore year, he was awarded an all-conference award from the Nassau County Soccer Coaches Association. And as a junior, he became one of our 2 captains. He became a leader on our back line and was awarded All-County Honorable Mention Award that following year and was our team MVP for his junior year. This past year, his senior year, was by far his most dominant year. He led our team to 7 defensive shutouts. He led our team back to the Nassau County quarterfinals, and he was awarded an All-County Award from the Nassau County Soccer Coaches Association. Next year, Carlos will be attending SUNY Stony Brook, where he hopes to continue to play soccer.
Carlos, I don't want to scare you, but my hair looks like that. All right, our next coach is our varsity boys basketball and our varsity girls soccer coach, Mr. Darius Burton. Last week, it was announced that he will be inducted into the Nassau County High School Sports Hall of Fame as an athlete.
Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. Maggie and Julie, please come up. We'll start with Maggie. Mr. Tebow, please stand up. Maggie's a sophomore. I moved her up as an 8th grader. She's been a 3-year varsity player, started all 3 years thus far. She doesn't know it yet, but she should be a captain in the next 2 years. This is a great girl who leads by example on and off the field. Her work ethic is great. I can say, honestly, every day in practice, she's the hardest worker. Her knowledge of the game and her skill are superb. She runs the midfield and is a pleasure to coach. She led the team in assists this year with 8, and she's very unselfish. This year as a sophomore, she was named All-County. Academically, she has a 3.7 GPA. She's been on the high honor roll all 3 quarters, and is a member of Athletes Helping Athletes. What's great, once again, all right, I'll be able to coach her for the next 2 years. Congratulations, Maggie Tebow. Next, Julie. Mrs. Anicarico, please stand up. Congratulations. My sister can stand up too, Jenna. Congratulations. Julie's a 3-year varsity player, and once again, also she started all 3 years. She should be a captain next year also. She's a great girl on and off the field. Her determination on the field is one that you can't teach. She runs on defense, and once again, is also a pleasure to coach. She's one of the major reasons why our team gave up the least amount of goals in our conference this year. 2 weeks ago, it was an honor for me to be a part of the presentation as she was inducted into the National Honor Society. Congratulations again. She has a 3.4 GPA and has been on the honor roll all 3 years, and also is a member of Athletes Helping Athletes. Last year as a sophomore, she was voted all classification, and this year, all county. I'm lucky to have her back once again next year also. Congratulations, Julie. Next is Jared Roden, Justin Caldwell, Shane Gatt. Please come up. First off, I'm thanking all 3 gentlemen, as they all made history this year, with a total amount of 22 wins, the most in school history. Congratulations. Next, I'm going to start with my junior, Jared Roden. Jared is a, congratulations, Jared. Jared is a 2-year varsity player. He was a captain as a junior and a starter this year. He averaged 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 assists. He led the team in points and steals. He had a career high this year of 35 points in the game, with 8 3-pointers, 12 rebounds in the game, and 6 steals in the game. He made the all-tournament team this year for the playoffs. He was voted Conference Player of the Year, named All-County, named First Team All-Long Island, named Second Team All-State, and most impressively, as a junior, he was voted Nassau County Player of the Year. All this being said, he has a 3.0 GPA, and he's a tremendous kid on and off the court. His work ethic is uncanny, and he's a great leader on and off the court. This is why, already in his junior year, he has 3 Division I full scholarship offers from Iona, Quinnipiac, and Boston University, and has a whole lot more Division I interest. Congratulations. He also is a member of Athletes Helping Athletes. He's a great person on and off the court, and once again, he's only a junior. Congratulations, Sharon. Next, I'm going to call senior Justin Caldwell. Justin is a 2-year varsity player. He was a captain this year and started this year. He averaged 8 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. I'm sorry, is Mrs. Golden here? I'm sorry, say it on the phone. Congratulations. Sorry about that. Mr. Caldwell, if you could stand up, apologize. Congratulations. Justin had a career high in points with 14, career high in rebounds with 14 also, career high in blocks with 8 blocks in the game. He once again also is a great kid on and off the court. He has a 93 GPA. He received All-County this year, but more importantly, he got the Scholar Athlete Award for the highest GPA in the conference. Congratulations. I'm very proud of him. About a month ago, he decided to take his talents off the block and has accepted a basketball scholarship to Malloy College. Congratulations, good luck, and you surely will be missed. Lastly, I'm going to talk about Shane Gatlin. Shane Gatlin is a senior. He's a 3-year varsity player, 3-year starter, and a 2-year captain. This year, he averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. He's had a career high 36 points in the game, 7 threes in the game. Under my tenure, 16 years here, he doesn't know it yet, but he scored the most points under my tenure with 778 points in 3 years. All 3 years, he's made All-County. And the biggest game is where he's really produced. This year, the Nassau County Championship, he scored 25 points all in the first half. We won't talk anymore about that game. In the Long Island Championship, he scored 26 points and was 13 for 13 from the free throw line. Didn't miss 1 free throw. In the state semifinal game, his last game as a Baldwin High School student, he scored 23 out of his 29 season-high points in the second half upstate. This year, he was voted All-County, First Team All-Long Island, and Second Team All-State. We have built a very special relationship that I know will continue when he goes on to the next level. He's like a son that I don't have to me. What's special about him is that he always performed his best on the biggest stages, where the lights were shining bright. Sunday night, I got great news as he decided to become my 3rd player to receive a Division I scholarship, and he will be heading to the MAC conference and playing for Niagara University, where he will major in sports management. Mr. and Mrs. Gatlin, please stand up. Congratulations. Congratulations and good luck.
Mr. Burns probably not going to speak to me for the next week, but I have to tell the story. It'll take 30 seconds. Now that the playoffs are over, people don't know what happened in the county game. Semifinals, coach? County finals, all right. Shane had a career game, career half. How many points first half? 25, couldn't miss. Everybody's excited, we're blowing out the team. He comes out with a bandage on his hand. Doesn't look like he's gonna play, having difficulty. What happened? So I guess they go in at halftime, a lot of excitement. As they're coming in, Coach Burton was excited too and decided to chest bump Shane without telling Shane. Shane went flying. Cut his hand. Burton comes out, tears. Literally crying. I don't know what I just did. Luckily, thankfully, we got through that. Not a good funny. It ended anyway. The first time that story was told public. Shane, thank you for not repeating that to me. All right, our next coach is our girls varsity basketball coach. Selected as the conference coach of the year and the national county coach of the year.
Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. Could Luis, Jenna, and Asia please come on? Okay, I'm just going to ask that Gina, Shamika, and Luis's grandfather please stand up for a round of applause. Done an amazing job with these young ladies. Our first All County player is sophomore Jenna Anacarico. Jenna is a four-year varsity player, and she was brought up as a seventh grader. She was special in second grade. This year, she actually served as a captain as a sophomore, and she averaged 14.5 points per game, 4 steals, and 5 assists. To me, what makes Jenna so special is how hard she plays. When anybody comes and watches us play, the first thing they say is, "Man, Jenna's fun to watch," because of how hard she plays, not just on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well. And that's very rare to find in 2016. She plays as hard as any kid that I've ever coached, boy or girl. She's a tremendous two-way player who can hurt you on the offensive end, and she can single-handedly dismantle you on the defensive end. I watched her do that this year against Syosset. Poor girl was in tears. She's a little pit bull. Her awards this season, she was All-County. She was named to the Nassau County Tournament team for the playoffs. She was named second team All-Island by Newsday. She was actually named second team All-State by the New York Sports Writers Association. So she was considered, for this award, she was a point guard, but the second best point guard in New York State as a sophomore. She's only a sophomore, but she already has 5 Division I offers, and she has a tremendous amount of schools recruiting her right now. It gives me great honor to announce that this past month, Asia and Jenna, but Jenna in this case, went down to Blue Williams in Virginia, and she actually received an offer from the University of Kansas as a sophomore. That's a pretty big deal. The best part for us is we have her for 2 more years, and we should be on autopilot by the time she's a senior. Congratulations, Jenna. Our second All-County athlete is Asia Hudson, also a sophomore. Asia is also a 4-year varsity player. She was also brought up as a 7th grader, so she was very special as a 2nd grader as well. You know, we've been really blessed to have kids are program kids. They've been around for 4 and 5 years, and there's a reason that we've been so successful. And a big reason is because of these 3 young ladies right here. This season, she averaged 19.5 points per game and 4 steals. That's by far the highest point average I've ever coached in the 7 years I've been the head coach here. We've never had a kid average close to 20 points a game. She doesn't know this, and I don't want to announce it publicly, but she's right now second all-time in the school history in scoring. She's close to 1,000 points. I don't want to tell her exactly where she is. She's only a sophomore, so she's going to smash the school record in scoring over the next 2 years. What makes Asia different on the court is, to me, her first step. She's extremely athletic. She can get by anybody around on the island and really at the highest level, on the AU level across the country. She's also a tremendous finisher in transition, and she's also extremely fun to watch. How fast she plays, how hard she plays, how emotional she plays. I have to, mention this year she put on one of the greatest performances I've seen, since I've been in Baldwin. The Nassau County Championship, we play in Massapequa, and she scored 34. She scored 34 points in the Nassau County Championship. They only had 37, so we won 57-37. The season included, she was all-county for the second year. She was Conference 2 Player, remember she's only a sophomore, Conference 2 Player of the Year. She was the Nassau County Tournament MVP. She was first team All-Long Island this year by Newsday, so considered one of the top 10 kids around. She was also All-State by the New York Sports Association. Asia also has numerous Division I offers, and the funny thing is they are best friends, and they both, after this weekend, they had a tremendous game, and the University of Kansas walked up to me and they said, we're offering both those Baldwin kids right on the spot. So she also has an opportunity. And last, definitely not least, our third and final all-county player is Luis Elgamon. Tremendous player, and even a better kid. Luis is a 5-year varsity player, okay? That's the first that I've had. She was brought up as an 8th grader, and she's been a captain for this program for the last 2 years. This year, Luis averaged 10 points and 10 rebounds and 2 blocks, so she was a double-double machine for us, and she really was the rock for us inside. She helped our team compile a record of 20 wins and 3 losses. In her tenure, she's been part of, and a big part of, she's been part of 4 Nassau County championships and 1 Long Island championship. In her 5 years, she's won a plethora of awards. Here they are. She's only the second person since I've been here 7 years to be all-county 3 times in a row. That's very difficult. She was all-county as a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. All right. She was named, this is in her tenure, she's been named to the Nassau County Playoff Tournament team. She's been second team All-Long Island, picked by Newsday. She's also been named to the All-State team by New York Sports Writers Association. This year, she was nominated as a McDonald's All-American nominee. She is also the president of Athletes Helping Athletes. And Newsday actually did a piece on her, picking her as one of the 12 students to watch because of how multi-talented she was, not only on the court, but more importantly in the classroom and even on the violin. So they did a whole piece on her as one of the 12 students to watch. This young lady defines what a student athlete is, and as hard as I've watched her work over the last 5 years, I know that she actually worked even harder in the classroom, and that's what it's all about. And I'm really pleased to announce publicly that she will be going to Brown University, where she she's made this program a better place, and I know that she's going to do great things, not only in the classroom and on the court, but more importantly, later on in life. Congratulations.
varsity cheerleading coach, Ms. Lace Winthrop.
Can Alexia Thigpen come up? Alexia is a 4-year varsity athlete. She's been a captain for 2 years. Alexia is definitely one of the most consistent girls in all of her elite skills. Her elite skills played a huge role in the varsity cheerleading team qualifying to go to the National Cheerleading High School Championship. Alexia was voted All-County as well as received second team All Island. And Alexia received a scholarship to George Mason University where she would cheer and study forensic science.
Our next coach is our varsity boys track and field coach, Mr. Rich Carroll, also known as defensive coach Carroll.
Will Salmon, Ben Ross, Ralph Cordu, and Dion Spradley. Please come down. Just like to start off by saying it's a pleasure and an honor for me to come down and coach these guys every day. They give a great effort, and it shows in what they've done. I know Mr. and Mrs. Salmon are here. Please stand. Will was an all-county athlete in the 1600 this winter. Each meet that we went to over the winter, there was a different set of events. Will started out running the 32 the first night. A week later, he was doing the 1,000. A week later, he did the 1,600. He also ran the 600. We went to the Malloy Standard Games, which is held in the Armory, which is like the mecca of track. If anybody follows track, you know how important that is. Will ran a personal best of a 4:26, won the Open High School Division in the tough field. And then he went on to the High School States at Cornell, where he finished, and this may not sound great, but he finished 23rd in the state. When you think about all the people in the state of New York that run the 1,600, finishing 23rd is a great achievement. Will is currently ranked in Springs in the top 5 in the 1,600. He's actually won 3 to 4 of our invitationals that we've been to. And I'm looking forward to great things for him next week at our divisional meet and the following week at our county meet. And as I heard before, the greatest thing is Will will be back. Will is only a junior. And I know Mrs. Ross, Mr. and Mrs. Ross. Mrs. Ross? Ben came out while the season started and said to me, would you mind if I high jump? I said, I know you're doing something else. You did riflery in the winter. I said, you got to talk to your coach if that's okay. Mr. Palumbo said yes. We worked it out where he went to his meets for riflery, and then he went to our meets for indoor track. Ben was a very busy young man. He was, he put his time in every day that he was there. He'd spend extra hours. Ben started out jumping probably 5'4", 5'6", got up to 5'8". He eventually hit 5'10". He took 3rd in the county. Right now, he's flirting with 6'2", which is the state standard for spring. I'm looking forward to him hitting that and going upstate, and that would be a great honor and pleasure. And Ben is returning next year. Ben is only a junior. Mrs. Cordew. You, honestly. Okay. Well, Ralph was a county champion last spring for the 400 and the 4x4. Now in the 400, if you're familiar, it's one lap around the track, flat out as fast as you can go. And Ralph this year is running it at, well, he won it last year at 50.1. This year he's running at 50.5, and the only kid that beat him so far this year, or well, one kid in particular, was the kid from Freeport. But Ralph's got his number. We got a few more chances to get back. You've probably seen Ralph running around the school at about 2:45 with a red headset on. Ralph is a machine. Ralph puts more miles than some people do driving. Ralph was also a member of our 4x4 county championship team last year, where he was the leadoff leg, and he did a great job. And he's on the 4x4 this year. He runs the 4 and the 2, and I'm looking forward to getting him upstate this year. Ralph? Bradley, who's a member of both the 4x4 and 4x1 this year. And in the winter, he finished third in the 300, which is not an easy thing. It's, with the competition, they were running 35, 36 seconds in the 3, 37. He finished third, which earned him a spot on the state relay, which is the DMR, it's a distance medley relay, where he was paired up with 3 other guys from 3 different schools in the county. And the first 3 legs, we were in first place, and the 4th leg, the poor guy ran out of gas, literally, at the last 200 yards. They wound up, they finished 6th in the state and 6th in the federation. And Dion, he medaled in both of those this year in the winter, and for the counties this year in spring, which I'm hoping for a double here in the 400 and the 4x4, him and Ralph, and I hope to get all these guys upstate. And I can only say that if you've never been to a meet, you should come next Tuesday. We're at Port Washington. If you can't go there, come to the county meet, which is at Long Beach. I think you'd be thrilled, to see the way these guys work, the way they run. There aren't finer kids in the school as far as I'm concerned. I love them to death, and it's a pleasure for me to come down here and work with them.
Anything I do in 50 seconds. Our next coach is our varsity softball coach, Mr. Tom Llewellyn.
I got Alex Burns come up. Alex Burns. As Alex comes up, I just want to give a shout out to Ms. Burns up in the back, who is just a great supporter of the program and our #1 fan, and thank you very much for all you've done for us this year. It's very rare for me to be here presenting at this awards, because usually we give our all-county awards to seniors from last season. So for me to be here this year, being she earned all-county last season, just a brief statistics for Alex is she came up as an 8th grader, where she earned all-county honorable mention honors. And then last year as a 9th grader, she was all-county. She led Nassau County in home runs with 11. And she did a great job for us all year long. She also had 50 RBIs last year, and that's in only 19 games. So she's a very impressive hitter. She hits the ball probably further than most of the guys on the boys' baseball team. She was also named a Max Preps All-American, Freshman All-American last year. She was named coming into this season, she was named as the top player to watch from Newsday. I had the meeting yesterday, so I'm proud to say she was named All-County for the second straight year as a sophomore. I'm also proud to say for the second straight year, she led all of Long Island in home runs once again, this time with 12 home runs. Also the 6th most in New York State history. And she also currently has 29 home runs, which is 7th in New York State history. So she's chasing something nice, and she has 2 more years to do it. So congratulations, Allison.
Just if you've ever been out on a softball field, I've watched her hit it from the softball field where the ball hits by the tennis courts. That's pretty good long distance there. That is it for athletics. I will hand the mic over to Dr. Tammy again. Thank you to everyone. Have a great night.
Just congratulations to all of our families and our students. I think it really paints Baldwin in the picture that it deserves, which is a real unbelievable balance between academics, the arts, and athletics. Not only are our kids amazing, but our teachers and our coaches are amazing. So let's give everybody a short, very unhealthy break. In the cafeteria, we have some refreshments for you, and then 15 minutes, we'll head back and continue with our board meeting. Congratulations.